this is day 2 of this diesel disaster. We got the track hoe out here running and they're digging up the ground. They've taken some soil samples. They're gonna dig it out, take some more soil samples afterwards, and then they're gonna fill it with gravel to get this mess cleaned up out here. We got the EPD number this morning and we're gonna finish getting this cleaned up. More on this later. And today we have the boys with us from Georgia, Carolina, Spilling Environmental. Once again, they're out there on the track hoe. They got the dumpster out here and they're cleaning up this mess. And we'll get some more on this in just a little bit. I just heard that after they scoop all this out and get this dumpster loaded, take a soil sample, there's actually an environmental spray that they spray down on top of it that also keeps the environment clean, helps anything from spreading further, and then they're going to fill it in with gravel. So what they've done is they've dug down. You can see how this soil is now a reddish color because that's the normal color of this soil here, and that lets them know that they made it through the diesel spill, which if you look over here where the diesel is, the soil is really dark, it's black and nasty. Access off the sidewalk where they soaked it up with that tractor trailer drove across the walkway here, sidewalk. One thing's for sure, that's a lot better than using a push broom. You can see that they have actually filled up this 20-yard dumpster with several yards of the soil. So what's going on now is they just mixed up some eliminate, and it's kind of the exact opposite of turning water into wine. What's going to go on here is this mixture actually breaks down the molecular structure in fuels and oils, and it's going to turn it into water. pretty cool. I wish I had this for my science fair back in middle school many years ago. I might have actually won it. Yeah, that
70s or?
It wasn't quite that long ago, but it was a long time ago. Okay. Funny guy.
They don't have those these days, science fairs.
They don't?
I don't think so.
Really?
Kids don't do anything cool now.
True, they play video games and play video games. Not even with their friends at the same place. Yeah, they don't do that, do they?
Do they know what an arcade is?
I don't think they do. Well, I think they know what the new arcades are for them gambling casinos, but they're not allowed in there. So my cousin Nathan just about has this long gaping hole thoroughly soaked down. And I'm curious, Nathan, what exactly is the official job title of the person that soaks the hole down?
Hole soaker.
Hole soaker? Oh, so it's not really porn star?
No, not like hole sticker.
Ah.
Hole soaker.
Learn something new every day.
I always like a good warm, wet hole though.
Warm, wet holes. We should market that. I've always enjoyed those too. So they've been back over this spill with Eliminate probably about 5 times. So far they've used about 30 gallons on this spill. It works out somewhere between 4 and 5 gallons of Eliminate to the amount of diesel fuel that was spilled. Right now what they're doing is they're just taking the bucket of this track hoe and they're just kind of mixing it into the dirt. And I'm also told that this Eliminate will continue to break down this diesel fuel even as time goes on. So if there's anything left in the ground, it will continue to change the molecules in it and turn it to water. In the meantime, fire chief showed up and they're working on the Environmental Protection Department spill number for this still. I thought we had that this morning and I think we have that wrapped up now. And our dump truck full of gravel has also shown up. So we'll be laying that down here pretty soon after they get a soil sample and the soil sample returning clean. So after taking the soil samples and they tested out clean, we have the gravel truck out here, and as you can see, it's about to dump this gravel and they're going to spread it out, fill this hole in, and this cleanup job will be done. And it's Traco time. They should have this graded out in probably 15-20 minutes. I'm not going to film all of this because it might be pretty boring, but I'll turn this camera on once again when they're finished so you can get a finished look at it right before we leave. So right now we're going to give you a demonstration of what this Eliminate does. This right here, out on this asphalt, they just poured out some diesel fuel. What's going on here, guys? Tell us about it.
Demonstration.
How long do we have to wait?
I don't know. I don't know why it didn't make one.
Maybe not enough diesel. Well, it doesn't matter. I've been spraying the shit out of it with that stuff for a minute.
No, but I think he's got a ticket.
I can see it kind of now.
So what exactly is it that we're looking for here, fellas? The oil float.
That doesn't help the water.
Okay, I got you. I know exactly what you're talking about. That oily looking seam that'll go up on water.
It's a little bit. It's hard to see it. But it's in,
Yeah, and I got the sun back behind me real bad too. I see it now myself.
there's some here. There's
Yeah,
a
I
little
see
bit
it.
right there.
I don't know how well this camera's picking it up with that sun beating down.
Put this water over there across.
What was this?
Water.
Just water?
See, you can kind of see it. It's
Trying to come over here, see if I can get a different angle from that sun. Yeah, I think it looks a little better over here.
Wasn't so muddy. See, you can see right here.
I can see it. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. It is. So now, I can't tell yet because I've got glare on my end.
You can see it right here.
I see it pulled up. So what happens with this top sheen, of this oil on top? Ultimately,
How's it going?
It's just going to show you what happens when you spray the
right? Okay.
eliminate.
Okay. So
It
here
kills
comes
it.
here comes the eliminate. Yeah, I can definitely see it now, how it pulled up over there and it's on top.
Yep.
I just hope the camera grabs it. So now he's spraying the eliminate chemical down on top of it.
I don't know if you'll be able to see on the camera it breaking down.
I don't know if I can see it on the camera, but I can see it happening with my eyes.
Happening in
It's like,
real life.
bam, pretty fast. That was kind of freaky.
It'll pull all of it up out of that asphalt,
Right.
and then you can really see it.
So then once it dries, because I did get good footage of how the diesel had stained the asphalt right here before from the original truck. So if they can't see it on this, they'll see the after on that at least. But that was pretty freaky because I watched a lot of that was floating on top just go away. So it looks like it's dried a little bit here, but I can still see where that was. And you say it'll actually pull it out of the asphalt? Because it looks like it did over here already, because that was extremely black over here in this area right here. That's where they were digging the grass out earlier from on top of the pavement. All right, we're gonna cut from now so we don't bore everybody while we're sitting here. And when this dries up, I'll catch some more footage of it. Now while they're grading that out, I'm gonna come back over here to our little experiment from earlier. Unfortunately, it's a pretty cool day out, so this is drying extremely slow. And it's still quite wet. But you should be able to see on camera from earlier where it has dried here, not including the wet parts, how that's now gone back to the sand color. It is no longer the diesel color. And they tell me that this is actually going to keep working and just keep breaking it down. So even if there's a little bit of color left once this is fully dry, it's just going to keep activating and eventually take it all the way out. So as you can see, they've just about got this big hole. As you can see, they've just about got this big hole smoothed out. They're putting the finishing rake on it. Looking quite a bit better out here. There she blows. And because they don't want to leave this site in disarray, they're just blowing off the pavement, making everything look nice and neat to finish off their job. Well done. Well, that's about it for today for me and the tow ninjas, as well as the ninjas from Georgia, Carolina Spill and Environmental. This is Nathan's Body Shop and Record Service, Franklin, North Carolina, Sylvan, North Carolina, pretty much all of Western North Carolina. We came, we cleaned it, and we made this diesel spill go away. If you need heavy duty towing, tractor trailer towing, motorhome towing, or really any kind of towing that's legal, think about giving Nathan's Body Shop and Record Service a call in Franklin, North Carolina and Sylvan, North Carolina. Till next time, signing off.